Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where I have two rotten special guests here on the program today, and that is Jay and Tad, and we are going to talk about some stuff going on at Pure Rock.
Yeah.
You guys got to walk all the way across the hallway to come be here today.
I'm worn out. It was a long hike.
It was a long hike. Well, actually, he walked across the hallway, then he walked one door down, and then he walked back this way. Yeah. So it was like 3 doors that you had to walk by.
That's far too much indoor activity for an outdoorsman.
Yeah, you're probably going to burn 30, 40 calories today at this rate. This is good. This is exciting for Tad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good to be here. We love coming over here.
That's right. Yeah. Always good to be at Main Street TV.
Oh, well, it's always good to have you guys here. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a wild day. I just have a wild day in general anyway.
Okay.
And then you two critters showed up
we got
this
to start
morning.
off right,
I'm like,
didn't we?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
The good Lord is testing
me.
We
may or may not get through a whole Main Street TV this morning. Stick around, folks. Let's find out.
I mean, the funny thing is, the other day we got ourselves in trouble when Adrian's dad and Matt Wilson were here, whatever. We talked about pasties and QVC and all that stuff, and if you were watching, y'all know. So then this one comes in this morning and starts talking about pasties, completely different subject, but same pasties.
It normally throws people off, but you just took it in stride. I was like, what?
Well, that's old news. We've already had this conversation.
I'm not used to people matching my ignorance, if you will, you know. So I said, that's why we love coming here. You make us feel welcome, you know.
Listen, I will tell you that this is why you and I and the good Lord don't let us hang out very often.
That's right. That and stipulations on my probation. But look, we're better. We're getting better every day, you know what I'm saying? But here's what we got going on. We got Pure Rock Outdoors. Season 2 is coming.
I didn't know there was a season 1.
Well, right. Most people didn't. Well, we started at 2. You know how checks don't start off as number 1. You know, you skip.
You just started at 2.
Okay,
yes.
so we were starting at 2. Not really.
And I'll tell you,
but no.
It is. I'm glad that I appreciate your honesty, because it does make me question all my life decisions that brought me here. You know, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should have got my GED. You know, but no. So the season 1, here's why you didn't know, because season 1 was only in Athens County last year. It only went over.
Because I'm like, this is the first I'm hearing of this. Okay, all right.
Yes, and so, but now we're going to cross all the Pure Rock networks, which is Gallia, MacArthur, Jackson, this whole area. Plus, we added 97.5 over in Greenfield, Hillsborough, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Now, are you a fisherman? Because I saw you had a big fish sandwich up at the place the other day.
Yeah, I catch them all. Down at the Salt Creek.
They're real fresh.
That's where I live.
Yeah.
That's where I live. You
Down
know where that bridge is?
Yeah.
I'm still right there.
On the Salt Creek. I'm waiting for him to put that salt furnace there, and I'm going to make my own salt.
That's what I'm doing. I'm holding on to this property until the carp are biting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I do not catch the fish. Someone way smarter than me does that.
But do you enjoy fishing? Do you go fishing?
So, no, I haven't in a really long time. You want to take me?
Absolutely.
I would love to.
Now,
when
do
I was a
not
little
pay any
girl,
attention
I
to how
used
this guy does it, because you're not going to catch any fish if that's the case. But we'll take you. We can't promise you're going to catch anything.
We go casting more than like we cast a lot. We don't catch a lot, but we have
But that's
fun.
how you get your exercise.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, and
I burn my 30 calories a day.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're hoping to double that by this time next year.
Okay, so no, when I was a little girl, we used to, like, my mom and like some family members and some friends and whatever, and there's a bunch of us kids, and we would all go out to Lake Jackson. And I think the parents wanted rid of us so that they could just do parent things. So they gave us all fishing poles.
That's right.
Solid parenting right there.
Yeah, I think so. Because it was pretty, safety in numbers,
Well,
right?
you got it then.
And the bluegill can't really hurt you too much.
Right. It's the natives is what you're more afraid of down there.
Yeah.
So, but they give the other brother and sister advice like, no, don't let your brother drown. You're like, I won't. You know, that's no pressure at all on a 6-year-old.
Kicking them into the pond. Yeah. But no, and I can remember being little and, being like, okay, I'm not going to be like that kid that's like scared to take the fish off the hook. Because I was like the little girl, and I was like, and put the worm on the hook and all that. So I sucked it up and would take those bluegill that I caught. I was so proud of. Right off that hook.
Yeah.
And made good memories through gritted teeth. I can see that.
Yes.
But see, that's basically what.
So no,
we're
I
doing.
love to fish.
Well, good. So what we do is we're basically taking the hunting, just anything outdoors in all of our area, and the one thing we make sure that it's all public. So anyone can go there, whether state parks, all these different things. And we're just going around highlighting all the activities that you can do right here in our neck of the woods and, certainly in a 50-mile radius around us.
So do you actually go on location
Yep.
to these places?
We're broadcasting from the location.
From the
On
location
Saturday
live.
mornings, yes.
We've been turkey hunting out of that. We had that jambulance out there. We were turkey hunting in it. Well, Tad was hunting. My situation. I'm not allowed to touch guns, but but we're getting better every day. We're getting better every day.
Yeah.
And so, but we're a lot of fishing and we're doing a lot of fun stuff for the communities too, and giving fishing poles out to the youngsters. And,
Hey, that's fun.
yes, and so that they can catch some bluegill and.
I know you got to check that sucker right off that hook, and if it sticks you, you just grit it through it.
They itch so bad.
Well, both Jay and I, we grew up in the sticks. I mean, we grew up basically in the outdoors. Our parents didn't want us indoors at all. As soon
So
as the
it's
sun
completely opposite
Yes.
of how it is now, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so we're trying to bring
Love
some
that.
attention back to let's get outdoors again. Let's enjoy the great outdoors. Really, we have some of the greatest outdoors available, I think, in the country right here in Southeast Ohio. And
You're not kidding.
yeah, and so
And we don't appreciate
yeah,
it.
and let's shine the spotlight on those places.
Yes.
And last year we focused mostly on Athens County. Our presenting sponsor is
makes
Visit
sense.
Athens County, and so we focused mostly on Athens County. And so I brought Jay over and introduced him to many places he's never been before, and so it was really fun. We were at all the different lakes in Athens County, some of the different hiking trails, and we had a great time. And
It was
of course,
mediocre at best.
Of course,
for me.
he didn't catch many fish.
Listen, unless he's getting arrested or something, he don't have a good time.
Look, it's. We all make memories our own way. You catch a little bluegill. Sometimes I go for a jog. We're getting better every day. All right.
A jog, is that what we call
Yeah.
it?
Well,
I'm just jogging,
that's
Your
about all-
Honor.
That's about all he can do at his age now.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
nice, healthy jog.
that's right. Oh,
Hey, you always say you're not going to run unless someone's chasing you.
I don't run anymore.
That's one of our survival tips.
That is.
Yeah, that's one of the things
Someone's
Jay
chasing
does.
you, better run.
Jay gives a survival tip each show at the end of the show. Ways to survive the great outdoors or
Okay.
indoors, and that's survival 101. Don't run unless being chased.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of
feel
fun,
ya.
and obviously it's a fun, funny show. It's 8 to 10 o'clock every Saturday morning, and the only reason that it's fun is because we're not great outdoorsmen. We're not great fishermen. Nobody wants to see somebody go out and fish better than them. Now, you want to see somebody jump because they thought they're going to get bit by a frog? That's me. You know what I mean? Or if you might see somebody that may panic when they see the game warden because their kayak's not tagged. No, I'm just joking. That's me too. All right, but look, I'm getting better every day.
That's right. That's right.
So, but also we got something like this. So I talked to Jeff Strawser. We're going to come in because the Jackson
Yeah.
High School has a fishing team.
It's
A
pretty
lot
cool.
of the schools in there do not, and that's
Yeah.
crazy to me. I mean, we've got Rio Grande. You can get a
Scholarship.
Get a scholarship to go
for-
fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some kids from our area, like on full ride
Yeah.
scholarships
Yes.
for fishing.
And they go to like the same.
so cool.
The same lakes that the big bass tournaments go to. They just go to the same lakes right behind them. So I mean, that's incredible. And so I mean, who
is.
wouldn't want to go to
Right.
college if you get to go fish? You know what I mean? So
Right, to
Yeah.
do what you love.
Absolutely. And because, we're not experts, we enjoy the outdoors. We're certainly not the best outdoorsmen. We do occasionally bring on experts
There
to
you
interview.
go. Okay.
So hopefully the listeners get a little something out of it, right?
Right.
But yes, in a very whimsical way, we'll bring the experts on to interview. And I think our first interview for the first show, which is on April 4th, will be Officer Donnelly, State Wildlife Officer. Will
Officer.
the law.
If it starts with officer,
Yeah.
you better not
Yeah.
go.
What side are you on, sir? No, we're just playing. But yeah, it's a good time. We're looking forward to it. But so now, instead of going to Athens, we can hit all the stuff in Gallia, Jackson, Lake Jackson. We'll go down there. There's a bunch of crappie down there in Lake
And
Jackson.
I got to
Okay.
give a shout out to Boone Troyer and his team at Visit Athens County, who again they're our presenting sponsor. sponsor, when I said, hey, what do you think of us going outside of Athens County and highlighting some of these other places, he was all for it. He understands that the more we can champion all of Southeast Ohio and all the things we have here to enjoy,
together.
it all ties together.
For sure.
And so, along with Big Rack Feeds, of course, who's our title sponsor, all these different businesses out there, they jumped all on board. There are many businesses that rely heavily on ecotourism in this area. And so being able to give them kind of a platform to share their word, their message of their businesses, it's been a win-win so far.
When you start talking about tourism in our area, ecotourism is top of the list as far as I'm concerned.
Sure,
I mean, the thing that we have is our natural beauty. And I think I've told this here on the show, but my husband and I have a place up in Columbus, and our next door neighbor, we've gotten to know him pretty well, and we just like rent Airbnb it or whatever. And but anyway, his name's Jason, and he texted me one day. He said, "Hey, I got a bunch of 6 cents beers. I'm headed back to Columbus." And I said, "Huh?" And he said, "Yeah." And he's like all, super healthy and stuff. And I said, "Why are you in Jackson?" He said, "Hiking."
Yeah.
Oh, Lake Catherine.
And I said, "You drove all the way from Columbus to Jackson to hike?" He said, "Yeah, it's gorgeous down where you live and whatever." And I was like,
it is.
And at that point, it like dawned on me that people from the big city come to us for vacation.
Absolutely.
We go to the big city for vacation. Like it's just whatever you're not used to. But it is. But like I was like, "Okay, did you go to Lake Catherine?" "Yes, absolutely." And I named off a few things. He's like, "Yep, went to all those." I was like, "Awesome."
Yeah.
And then he stopped by 6 Cents, got something to eat, got some beers, and headed back.
When Jay and I did a show,
And that's how it's all supposed to work.
absolutely. When Jay and I did a show last year at one of the ATV trails, every person that we talked to there that day that was riding motorcycles or ATVs was from Columbus, Cleveland, somewhere
It's
up
wild.
north. And
We
so
just
you
don't
think about all
realize
those people
it.
coming into the area to enjoy nature. They're stopping at the restaurants, they're stopping at the gas stations, they're stopping at the hotels, or staying at the hotels. And so yes, I mean it's important to an area where we struggle economically in many ways. It's important that the things that we do have to our advantage, that we take advantage of those things.
Well, we do, and we highlight it, and that's what you two are doing. You two goofballs are doing with your show. I mean, it's in a light-hearted way, letting people know what's so special about our area. And what does my heart the best out of anything that I hear from people traveling through, you want to know what it is? Can you guess?
What's that?
It's 100%. It's the top thing that I hear from people traveling through.
Everybody's so polite.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Everyone is so nice.
Yeah.
Everyone here is so nice.
You're like, heck yeah, buddy, you're giving us your money.
It freaks people out though. Like they don't understand. They're like, "I walked down here from the hotel and I passed like 4 people and they all said hello. It was so weird." And I'm like, I think it's weird to not say hello if you pass someone on the street.
Oh, I can't do it.
Like it's so. But yeah, you gotta. Everyone is so nice, and that just makes my heart explode.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're right. Especially you pass somebody out in Lake Catherine. There you're waving. Don't you hate when you pass somebody and you don't speak? You're just gonna be like, you're making it
you
weird
just
now.
stare at the ground. See, I think that's
We're in the
weird.
woods
Yes.
together, dude. Quit running away from me. You're gonna speak to me. I love you.
Just speed walk right past you.
Why would you think it would be weird to talk to a perfect stranger in the woods? I don't know.
Yeah. And I sometimes, well, this is kind of off topic, but these youngsters now, that you can't just go in for a regular handshake. They got to come in this way and slam their chest into you. Do you have that as a lady? Are they doing that?
So I have this really hard, awkward thing between: are we high fiving? Are we fist bumping?
Yeah.
Are we hugging? Like, and then if you do the wrong thing, then it's
so
like super
awkward.
embarrassing. It's like,
The pandemic just threw everything off.
It did. Can't we just have a universal greeting?
Right.
Like a big old
Just bow.
Bow.
Yes, that's.
I mean, I
Like a
was thinking
thumbs
more of a slap on the rear end, but
I like that.
I don't know
But
why
what if
we
they
can't
turn
do that.
around real quick, like, "Hey, I forgot to whack," and then you're like, "God."
Oh, that's just fun.
Yeah, then it'd be hilarious. You're right. Yeah, so I just didn't know if The ladies had a problem too, because I got a lot of that. And I'll
No,
do I'll just grab and hug them if they come in weird.
Listen, well, number one, I ain't no lady.
She said it.
Well, that's a trick question, and you passed
can't
it.
offend me.
All right.
But I understand what you're saying. It does get like kind of awkward and weird when you're not sure what to do.
And he don't let go of them. He'll hug them, and he don't. He's like he breathes hard.
Yeah,
Breathes on their neck.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, we said, "Where's Tad?" And he said, "Just everybody be quiet for a minute. You'll hear him breathing."
Who said that?
I tell you what.
Did I thought it was in my. I didn't know I let it out.
Disrespect around here.
Oh, you just thought you were thinking it.
I can't
I
believe
thought I
I
was
signed up to spend every Saturday morning with you for the next few months. Again, how dumb am I? I'm the dumbest person in the world.
Join us, folks. He really is, and we'll prove it. Join us 8 to 10 a.m. No, but it is very fun.
No, it'll be fun.
Highlight all the
I want to
areas.
get back to this. Is one of the challenges. One of the things Jay does like to, try to do his best to help out in community in a number of ways. So you mentioned the fishing team in Jackson. I think one of the goals of this show is to try to get that happening in some of the other schools.
That's awesome.
Yes, and so we're going to try to probably maybe do some type of fishing derby this summer
Love
with
that.
a lot of the focus on the kids. Try to raise some funds for, if not some schools, to buy them the equipment, to get them equipment for their athletes, or what do we call them, anglers.
Athletes. You got it right the
a real
first time.
athlete, yes.
I mean, if poker players are considered athletes, by God, these fishermen are too.
That's right.
No, and you know what though? I love this because, and we've talked about this. You have esports now. You have fishing. You have all of these things that give kids so many more opportunities to get out and showcase what they're good at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's good at football or basketball.
Right? Or have no interest in doing it.
Correct. Maybe they did grow up outdoorsy or whatever, and they can showcase their talents and their knowledge.
Yeah, and we also want
great.
to continue what we've kind of started with, even the Big Rack competition, and that is also highlight some different nonprofit organizations that do outdoors activities
Yes.
in the area. There are so many out there that just don't get the recognition they deserve, and so I know that's one of Jay's goals as well as mine, to continue to do that.
And they're doing such good for so many people, and probably not a lot of people know it. And
Sure.
they're not doing it for that reason. They're doing it for the good reason.
Absolutely.
But it's only fair that they get highlighted.
Yeah.
And are appreciated for what they're doing. So tell us a few of the places you went last year that were memorable, and
Yeah.
then give us a little bit of a highlight of some of the places you're planning this year.
I think I have, the related memories. Two of my best memories, we were at Dow Lake and at Fox Lake. And in both cases, Jay and I were just sitting there in the middle of doing the show. And it was both times Jay caught it. He looks up and he sees a bald eagle flying. And it's one of the things
I just
where
got chills. That's wild.
in the middle of a radio show, we just both paused and went quiet, because we're sitting there enjoying the majestic view that we were looking at there with the bald eagle flying. And
That
then
is
we had to
awesome.
realize we're still doing a radio
No,
show.
talk.
We got to let people know, because, Jay's like, is that a bald eagle? And, we just paused and sat there and watched. But yeah, I mean,
Well,
those are things you experience out in nature that, it's just, and he also
Yeah.
gets back to, Jay sent me something last night, and I joked back to him, if you could just catch a fish, that would be good for you. But talking about just being out in nature, how that really helps people's mental health. Just being out
Does
there
it
and
ever?
fishing and
Yes.
hunting and all those things. It's really a huge benefit for a person's
Look
mental
what
health.
happened during COVID. Everybody went hiking and whatever, and it was like, oh, hey,
You
maybe we
forget
should
how-
be doing this all the time.
Yeah, you forget how peaceful it is. I challenge you to go down through the Hocking Hills and try to be angry. It's impossible to do.
You are exactly right. Like, I find in the summertime, sometimes I just like to go out and sit in my yard and take my shoes off and just sit there and stare off into space.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's great.
yeah.
It
Because
is.
you see things, you're like forced to take the time to like see things like the bald eagle. And man, if you've never seen a bald eagle take off, I saw one going to Athens. I've seen it twice.
They're just beautiful. And
You just don't realize how big they are,
They're
and like I
monsters.
mean, to see one take off, it's like an effort for them to get going.
yes. Well, I think we posted on our Pure Rock Outdoors Facebook page, but I was going, just out riding around through Hammertown we still had ice, when that big frigid storm
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
through. And there were 2 bald eagles out on the ice, and one of them took off when I pulled up, and that's what caught my eye, and I got the video of the other
That's
one
awesome.
on the ice digging through a hole or whatever. But it used to be when I was a kid that it would you had to go to Alaska to see a bald eagle. We just never would have thought they were around
Or
here.
you saw
but
them on TV and that was it.
that was it.
Yeah.
And now they're in. There's a confirmed nest in every county in the state except for Meigs County, and so they're out looking for one. In Meigs County.
We
now.
did see Jay. He caught the first boomerang fish too. We knew a new species of fish that he caught in Lake Snow.
Yeah, it was, but I don't know what happened. I need to go to a chiropractor or something. But oh man, it was weird though, because you didn't need no bait, just throw it and it comes right back to you. You know what I mean?
Did it swim in circles?
I don't even remember. I don't remember.
Was it really like? Did
It
look
was
like a
yeah,
boomerang?
it looked like
It
something.
was oddly shaped. Yes.
What was it? Like, what
I think
kind
it
of-
was a small mouth.
Just probably a little one, about 3 pounds. Is that what you mean? I always lie to about. Obviously, that's what the fun about
That
it.
is
You
a
lie
fishing
about
thing,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And so, but as I said, my grandson, I've got him. He's fired up. So he got like a 15-inch crappie last year. So now, I'll be honest, if
that
he catches
he claimed
another one,
and sent to the ODNR and claimed to get the pin. This man, he will stoop to any level.
look, I didn't. What are you saying? I shouldn't have a phone in his name too? Is that what you're telling me? This is wrong. What you're doing to me? Have we lost all our liberties? This is crazy.
This is a free country,
Yeah, buddy. So here's another thing that we've got going on. Porterhouse, of course, he likes the shop with a cop thing they do towards Christmas every year, where you take some kids and they get a shop with the cops and
Dude,
all that.
all those programs are so cool.
Absolutely, and so we want to do something like that, but more in the summertime, maybe help raise some money for the shop with the cops. So we're kicking around the idea, fishing with the fuzz. We are clever sometimes. I mean, this is not one of them times. But yeah, so it's like shopping with the cop. But they come out, we show these guys how to fish, and they're
Is there a policeman in the world that is offended by that? Or, I mean...
Oh, I never even considered that. They're usually offended by everything I say. Are they here? Don't tell me
They're
they're
offended
here.
by just looking at you.
No, I don't
Put
think
that
so.
green sweatshirt back on. They won't be able to see you.
Nothing. It'd be
You'll
like
just be a
Homer
big brick.
Simpson fading back into the bush. No, I don't think so. I've mentioned it to a couple of them, trying to get out of a speeding ticket. Don't really work, but I'm like, hey, don't give me a ticket.
But we're doing good for the kids.
We're doing good for the kids. Fishing with the fuzz.
Yeah. The other
No, that's a
thing,
good idea.
We
I like that.
we like to encourage our listeners to come out and fish with us, and we had several last year. It's another good memory, just having people show up to go fishing with us while we're doing the show.
Maybe
And,
they can show y'all what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the
let's
one
go
I
So
don't
you
know.
are catching crooked
There's a lot.
fish.
Yeah, well, this one guy, he come in, and I thought it was the first time we met him. I don't want to say his name or whatever, but he comes in, then his car won't start. I got to go over and blow in his breathalyzer thing to get his car to start so he'd get to, I was like, get out of here, dude. I'm being better every day. That's not true.
Hey, typically it'd be the opposite, so I'm proud of you.
Right. Thank you. I've come a long way, It's no yellow license plate anymore.
Hey, weren't those called party plates?
Yes.
Remember?
Yes. Yeah, for those
was
of
a
you who
party
don't
plate.
know.
Party
and
plates.
I don't think they have them anymore, but it used
Do
to be.
they not have party? They must not have party plates anymore.
I don't think
Olivia
so.
says no.
So what-
Wait, how do you know that?
Yeah, because she's been on our show before. But
She knows that.
for those of you who don't know, back in Ohio, it used to be if you got multiple DUIs, you'd get yellow license plates, and that would give the police probable cause to pull you over at any
They
time.
looked like
nothing.
Ronald McDonald
Yes.
plates because they were
Yeah.
yellow and red.
Which is really inconvenient when you're an alcoholic, I took a Sharpie and tried to outsmart him. I just wrote Alaska on top of it. Spelled it wrong. There's not a 9 in Alaska. But I'm getting better every day.
But no, that was a thing, and instead of it working, everyone just like embraced it. Was like, yeah, so and so's got party plates.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So
Like,
we,
it
let him
was
drive.
so
we
wrong.
need to get party plates on the Jambo, because we are usually taking the Jambulance out when we go to these
Okay.
different areas.
No, we do not need those.
No, that'd probably be a bad idea.
And you don't have to plan those. They just come when it's time. It's magical, really. Wow, I'm sweating. Did I say something wrong? What's going on? Usually I only
No.
sweat like this when I say something wrong.
Wait, you have to ask that?
Another good memory was we went and we called a pickleball tournament.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
and
you
we
did not.
neither one of us had never seen pickleball played
Okay,
before.
this reminds me of that movie Dodgeball, where which one's Jason Bateman and which one was.
Yeah.
It was. They were not really impressed. I don't know if they even knew we were showing up. We just set up right against the
So
fence.
you called the tournament, but no one was really listening to what you were saying.
Well,
The people on the radio,
On the radio
right?
had no choice. Well, they do have a choice, but they love us, so they stick around. Look,
Yeah.
So you uninvited showed up at the pickleball tournament.
I think Tad kind of let them know what was going
Coach
on. but-
Dickey invited us. Yes, he did. He
Coach
invited
Dickey?
us, yes.
Okay.
The boys soccer coach for the Athens Bulldogs.
Okay.
He thought it'd be a great idea to have these two jokers come in and call their pickleball tournament.
Because obviously he don't listen. We can tell when they don't listen. They act like they do.
Yeah, when they invite you.
Yes, we're down there. He's never
That's the
heard the
first-
show.
that's the
the
first
time.
clue.
Yeah. We started off. We were at the where was we after that big kids fest last year?
We were at the
Oh, yeah, I
field
know.
house.
Right?
The field house.
Yeah,
Field
yeah,
house,
yeah. I know
yes.
what you're talking about.
And it was
Yeah.
another one of them things. We were in there already before they could tell us to leave. No, we had a good time there.
Jay,
Yeah, it was
almost,
good.
Jay almost had to square up with the mom, because her son couldn't win a fishing pole.
This is a long time ago. You guys already know. I'm a lot better since I was last year.
He's getting better
A little
every
bit
day.
better every day. So this lady, we were giving fishing poles away. We only had so many, so we have a wheel you got to spin. Well, this lady just gonna come up and try to strong arm me into giving her kid one. Well, look, it
Your
ain't
kid can't
happening.
spin a wheel. It ain't my problem.
I said, yeah. So she got all upset. She's like, well, just give him one. And I hate to do it.
Why don't you just hand her a participation trophy?
I didn't like her attitude. And then she started yelling. She's like, give it to him. I'm like, lady, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get. I wish that kid's dad was here. You know what I mean? And it was, so we did have that, but
Did you get the kid a fishing pole or not?
slap bracelet. That's all we had left. That's all we had left. Sorry. Slap bracelet and a pure rock sticker.
Which was a lot because that's before we could even afford Pure Rock shirts. So,
That's right, yeah.
I mean,
But the way it was really it was rude, and I could tell she knew she could whoop me, and that's what really hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
so she
well.
kept like jumping real quick to see if I'd flinch, and I did.
That's what happens when you're 4 foot tall.
Yeah, I know it. And wide, Bob. She's talking to you too.
oh yeah,
All right.
thanks, man. Yeah.
That was hurtful, but I'm a little better every day.
So, Jen, where would you
Yes.
recommend that we go this year for the season 2?
Oh man. So okay, we can't get you arrested again.
No, we didn't. We need no
Allegedly.
help with that. No, we're good. Yeah, it'd be nice to be public property, but if it's guaranteed 5-pounders, I'll go wherever it's at. I want to be better.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. You should get with I don't know if you noticed a couple times Dennis Reinhardt's come on the show here, and he goes out and hikes all these obscure places where you need like permits and stuff to go.
Yes.
And he knows all the good spots.
Is that right?
Now, does he
Yes.
sell the pictures and stuff up on First Friday of all the?
Probably, yeah. He takes photographs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This dude has got it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would be a good
That's
one to
our source,
consult.
Oh, now I asked him a couple spots and he wouldn't tell me. But could you tell me when he's here and we can put one in? Never mind. Never
Put a
mind.
tracking
on it.
device.
Never mind. That's probably
Anybody
illegal.
got any extra air tags we can slip in his pocket? But no, oh gosh, I mean, certainly public land. I mean, you gotta. I don't
Well,
know
we got a lot
anybody
of stuff. I seen like you got like the Jackson furnace. That's all stuff like that. Then I like all the historical markers around here too.
Well, I've never
Yeah,
even
and-
been. I've never even been to like Lake. What, Alma? Is that what's
Lake
how
Alma?
it's- Alma.
Oh,
Is that
that's
pronounced
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Lake Alma.
You know what you guys should do? Go there and rent one of those little electric pontoon boats and do your show from that, just bobbing out on the lake.
We've
been
actually had 2 or 3 of our listeners invite us out on their pontoons to do the show.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't care for the pontoon. I
And
think
then you can promote it while you're out there.
that's right. I think more like I like a pontoon. I'm not nothing against it, but we got to put our own spin on it. You know what I mean? So it's like when when the
So you
president
need a dinghy.
need a pontoon,
That's 2 kayaks tied together.
sheet of plywood, maybe
Love it.
piece of handrail that I bought over at Star Recycling.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Absolutely.
He's inventful if nothing else.
Told you I was better.
A pontoon, huh? Do you have 2 kayaks?
Oh, come on. I'm not even going to answer that. I know it's rhetorical.
This man spends a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace.
I do have.
I think
have
he's got
3.
a kayak. They just aren't licensed, right?
That is also true. But
I mean, when you steal about people's garages, it's
No.
hard to renew them every year.
I do not steal. I was never a thief. I was a thief when I was younger, but I got caught stealing a pack of cigarettes at the old Big Bear. Lady come up behind me, was like, "I need to talk to you about them cigarettes." I had a weak bladder. I didn't know till that day. And a pair of khakis.
Not good.
That'll break you of theft right there in a
Yes,
town of
it will.
6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, the word gets around.
Yep.
Oh, you don't know if your mother's more ashamed of you that you can't hold your bladder, that you're a worthless thief.
Haven't you watched?
But I'm better now.
Haven't you watched Billy Madison? Peeing your pants is cool.
Yeah, but not when you're 40. You know? I mean, I agree, but yeah. So anyway, I'm really sweating now. I feel like I've really done something wrong. Oh, it hurts to breathe under this armpit. Is that a stroke? Oh,
No, I don't think so.
damn.
So, oh God, I don't know. So, okay, what places do you already have set up, or have you not even thought that far ahead yet?
No,
for
we
this?
never think that far ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's,
You just
it's
get
well
the
known.
ambulance
It's
and you
well
drive.
known that we don't know where we're going until usually about 2 or 3 days before
Okay.
it's happening. Yes.
Fair.
Yeah, usually a Wednesday, and then he'll tell me where to be at, and then Saturday morning I'll be like, "Wait, where are we going?"
And it doesn't have to all be about fishing, right?
Hiking, anything outdoor.
We've done shows, hunting, hiking. We did a squirrel hunting episode. Yes.
I got chiggers real bad.
Dude, I'm gonna
Oh,
tell
my
you
gosh.
what. Did you figure out a way to get rid of them? Because that is the
No,
worst.
it was bad.
Now his aunt had a remedy that he says works, but he can't remember what it is. So
What?
the world has been lost to this impressive remedy that his aunt knows.
Well, can
Did
we,
you see how
Can we
he's
call
saying
your
it?
aunt?
I don't want her to know I run around with people like this. You, absolutely. You probably know her. Absolutely. It'd be an honor. This heathen, she'd probably clutch her purse or something. She'd be like, "Well, there's another converter gone. Look at that beard."
Sinner.
Yeah. Never seen a neck beard like that. Never took something. with them
No,
blonde
it's
on.
called Wear Your Bug Spray. I got out Lake Catherine
Bug spray
one
don't help
time.
with jiggers.
No, I had these really cute. They were super cute. This is so girl-like.
That's what I'm looking for.
Super cute Adidas running shoes, but they were mesh. So that was fine up until I went hiking at Lake Catherine, and you know what can go through mesh?
Everything.
All of it. Yeah.
Feet got dirt on them.
Jen had chiggers from the knees down all the way, and my feet because they went through the
Oh,
shoes.
there's no. Did you try? What did you try to remedy?
I suffered for a whole summer.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
just awful. It was awful.
It is awful. Now you hear the
The
fingernail
nail
polish.
polish and all that.
Rubbish.
There wasn't
Nothing
enough
works.
fingernail polish in Jackson, Ohio to put on all
No.
the chiggers I had.
Oh, I had them so bad prayer wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I went to church. They was like, "Oh, sorry."
No, that's not why they said sorry. They just
Oh.
didn't want you there.
I think they thought it was scabies.
They thought it was
They're
going to
like,
blow
"We don't-"
up if you walked through the door.
Go! They're all running like slow motion.
Everybody save yourself.
Oh,
No, I'm just teasing you.
oh, that's all right.
Well, it's good that he learned that day, which he already knew because he had already said this is a survival tip. You don't go hunting in shorts.
Say it. What's he say? Say it for.
It was a challenge that you made me before I came in here, but I respect you more than that.
Tried to
Or
get it.
this program, not necessarily
That's
you.
right. Solid programming.
He has got a grin on his face.
Oh,
This
he's
porterhouse
up and
out
down.
there saying, "Say it."
He,
What's
he
going-
thinks that he can just nudge me into, "Hey, I'm not doing it." He's just trying, and now why this and just keeps. No, what was you saying about me? Like I wasn't here, bud. You want to
You
finish?
want me to change the subject. That's what you're wanting me to do, bub. I'm going to let you sit there and squirm and sweat it out.
What are you talking about? I'll make you more uncomfortable than I'll ever be.
No, but Jim, a lot of the episodes, especially early on, we'll be going out fishing. But as we go through the year, summer and into the fall, it transitions more to hiking and hunting and camping. We actually did a show for my little camper one time at the Starbrook Music Festival.
Oh, that's cute. Did you guys cuddle?
Afterwards. Yes.
There's no cuddling. You think what? Hey, get over here, Bob. Come here. Ah, you're a arm. I can't feel my arm. It's tingling. Or my whole other side.
He didn't
Anyway.
know how to spoon.
No, I didn't stay there with him. It was
Oh.
just for the outdoor show, and then I was out of there.
So when's this sucker start?
April 4th.
April 4th.
Easter weekend, yep.
And that will be on any of the Pure Rock stations in our
Yes,
area.
in the whole
Yep.
area. So in Jackson here would be more of like 98.7.
Yep.
Gallia 99.5. Athens, they're not watching, so there'll be 105.5. And then if you're over in Hillsboro, 97.5. A fishing show
So
on the
if
radio
even if you're
station.
just driving through Southeast Ohio on a Saturday morning, you can turn in and listen to this idiot.
That's awesome. And you know what the cool thing is? And what I have found is with the Total Media Radio app, you can just turn it on the station and not have to
That's right.
mess around and look for stations or have it go out or anything. You can
And I
just
pro-
listen everywhere you
and
are.
I probably should mention, we're about sold out with the sponsorships spots. There are a couple spots available in a couple of the markets. So if you are a business who are interested in being a part of this, highlighting your business on this silliness
Yeah.
on Saturday mornings, we'd be happy to bring you aboard.
Love that. That sounds great. And so get a hold of who?
Me.
Of Tad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
I'll
call
agree.
here, ask for Tad.
Yeah.
And we'll
There's
be
only
at-
one of us.
And we would
One
love
of
to.
them.
We'll have to take you on a fishing expedition, maybe
Yeah.
once we steal one of them.
Now,
once
what's
we
that
get one
lake
of-
down toward Gallia County, just south of here? Isn't there a big lake down that way?
Yeah, it's not a
Yes,
big-
and where
it's
is
not a big
it?
one.
What is it?
No, that's
No,
over
Lake
in
Rupert's in
MacArthur.
MacArthur.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not Fox. It's what? It was,
What
just
is it?
throw-
No, that's
Albany.
Athens.
I'll tell you what. But that same question you asked me, why don't you ask your phone there, college educated? Anyone can think of that. Jeez.
What is it? Oh, I thought you were looking. Okay.
I think he's like,
You're a heck of a fishing guide. He's supposed to be the fishing guide.
That lake over there in Gallia somewhere.
yeah,
That's where
it's
you're
over
gonna
in
be.
the Rye Grand
Yeah,
area. I've been to
right.
it, but I can't think of what it is.
Oh my lord!
Well, I'm sorry, buddy. Can you think
You're
of it?
we
supposed
just
to be the
Google
fishing
it?
guide.
I don't know why he just throws a random question up. We're coming in for a nice smooth
Because we're
landing.
sitting here trying to
and he
think of
just-
places that we can do the show at. We'll
Lake
take
Jackson.
recommendation, folks.
Lake Jackson,
Okay.
Hammertown,
Definitely Hamilton.
Lake Catherine,
All right.
I was gonna say if you guys
Lake
can
White. We went up there and when the
Lake
Jambo
White
broke down on
on
us.
Jambo last
get. Oh
week.
yeah, yeah.
Lake White's a great one. I mean, you got Ross Lake,
Oh,
you
there's
got
a
Rocky
Tycoon
Ford.
Lake. No, wait,
Tycoon, that's
yeah.
it.
Tycoon,
Yeah.
yes. I knew that.
Thank you very
We just
much,
tested
Jen.
it.
Hey, that was Liv, not me.
Liv.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
Liv.
She's faster than me.
She passed the test. The only
She
one.
did.
All right.
So okay, so you can start listening on April 5th, fourth,
Saturday morning. Yep.
Saturday mornings from
8 to 10 a.m.
8 to 10. You get up before that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, yeah. We don't mess around.
that's awful early on a Saturday
Ooh,
morning.
that's when they're biting. Oh, I'm so excited. I love this time of year. We're all coming out of that,
You
that
can listen to Jay, and he'll catch a crooked fish.
a
Teach you all
crooked
about
fish,
it.
sometimes a crooked fish, but I'm mostly there just to lift the morale.
Yeah.
Are you one of those that don't touch the worm?
Oh no, I'll touch. I mean,
always
I'll
feel
touch
bad
my.
for 'em.
Yeah.
You know, they say they don't feel, but then if that's the case, then why, when you stick the hook in, they go,
Oh yeah, and if it's real quiet out, you'll hear them be like, "Dang!"
I know. They're like,
The other one's yelling, "That's my brother!"
Yeah, I don't mind it. But also, you see, get to see. So we're going to try to get some more video this year. Last year, I went to cast, didn't know he was behind me, snagged him right behind the ear, and he's like, "Oh!" And so
is that
but-
true?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Close enough.
I mean, isn't that fishing 101 to like not to look before you cast?
Yes, but the real art is making it look like an accident.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is that is the lost art.
I love fishing, so if you need someone to video.
That's right, and
there we
actually,
go.
Liv,
That is true.
I will be using your husband's worms that he made this year.
That's
so-
right.
Is that
Oh
right?
yeah,
She- what, plastic?
Plastic
ones?
worms?
Liv and her now husband.
Is that right?
Actually, I have this shirt on.
TL
perfect.
Outdoors.
There you go.
They make fishing lures.
Yes,
There
and
you
they
go.
are
Sure,
sharp.
we can
All
try
right.
them out. Yeah.
And they're real pretty colors too, because that's important.
That's
Of
For
course,
girls, it's important.
Absolutely. You
and
gotta get.
our buddy Mike at Mike's Bait Tackle and Archery is going to be supplying Jay with some fishing supplies there to try
Good.
out as well.
Yeah.
So
Get
I
you
might
some
be a
chicken
boy.
livers or turkey necks or something.
We sell
Turkey
them.
necks. I don't
you
mind.
sell at Mike's. Liv sells them at Mike's. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh,
coming
see.
together.
It all. See, I love when a plan comes together.
Yes.
So, well, if anybody has any suggestions for these two yahoos to go out and spend some time on a Saturday morning at a place, please let us know. Throw it up in the comments. Throw it up. Throw it out in the comments.
Up or
Holler.
out. Holla. Holla. Holla.
Give them a holler. Hey, I have one question. Pete Wilson's in here. I need to know the answer to this.
Pete's
Pete.
the man.
Why, when you are sick and you don't come to work, you call
Off.
off?
Yeah.
Is that what you would say? I called off to work.
Plow.
Well, they keep saying call. The TSAs are calling out on the news. I've never heard that.
I've never heard that.
ever before. And the TSA calls out. So why are they different than like
Calls
calls
off.
off?
That's a good question. That is a good question. Now let me shift a little bit. Now your license. What do you say? Now say you get pulled over and you're like, oh, I'm looking for my license. I can't find them or it. What do you say?
It.
It? I say them.
Say it.
Well, there ain't
I
no
don't know
more.
what I
There's
say.
not more
I don't
than
get pulled
one.
over as often as you, bub. I can't.
I actually
recall
say
what I said.
I can't find Anyway, look, I want to be better every day.
Well, have you guys ever heard that, Pete? Would you say call out or call off?
I would say call in.
Oh,
Pete
call
goes the
in.
other way.
Oh,
Pete's
you
like,
know
I'll
why?
be there. I'm calling
Because
late.
Pete is all about the
Because you're
glass being
calling
half
in
full.
to let them know that you're not going to be there.
That's why.
Yes.
That's right. And I saw Mr. Pete last night over at the museum. Was you taking some pictures? I'm getting out of here. All right.
Pete wouldn't know because he doesn't call off or out or in to work because he's always here.
He is. I see
So
Pete.
that's never a thing.
Yes. Me and Pete pass many times through the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
but folks, you can follow us on Pure Rock Outdoors on Facebook. All the shenanigans and all the things and all the activities that will be happening.
Lots of fun.
Spring and through the summer, and of course into the fall. This is really something that stemmed out of the Big Rack competition.
Yeah.
We saw that there was a need amongst businesses to have something like this. And again, Jay and myself, we were able to con Total Media into paying us to go fishing. And so we're all over that. And
Suckers.
We got that. We got
Love
that one on the hook.
Love that. Well, I'll tell you what, the info is in the comments here on our Facebook page, so you can find out more information and follow these two.
Follow us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. And we have a couple messages. We'll be back with Pete Wilson in just a moment, who did not call in to work.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
All right, and we are back with Pete Wilson, and I have no idea how we can follow those two wild men, but we're going to do it anyways.
Well, I tell you what, Jay Stewart in particular, because he's here every day. I'm here early, he's here early, and I can hear him having a good time there with Porterhouse.
They have a bit of a good time, yes.
Every morning. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're on, coffee or whatever, but they have a good
We're
time.
going to go with coffee, Pete.
We'll go with coffee.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, we have a mixed bag here of news to report about things that have happened, will happen, are happening.
Okay.
But we'll lead off with a story from Vinton County, the sheriff's office up there. They always do a good job reporting their activities, and there was one I thought especially newsworthy. This actually occurred last Thursday in the middle of the day at a Londonderry address, Old Route 50, and that is in Harrison Township on the far west end of the county. Deputies responded to what was termed as a domestic disturbance. Tends to be a lot of those.
Yeah.
And when they
Unfortunately.
got there, a person that they were trying to arrest, that person, suspect, is 39-year-old Dustin Forrest. He has a Londonderry address. There he is. Dustin, when he was attempted to be arrested or detained, became physical with the deputies, according to the sheriff's office report. 2 of the deputies were actually injured. He had to be restrained with a taser. And if you haven't heard what a taser is, it's
Yikes.
a kind of an electronic device that shoots an electrical charge at you, and you usually don't want to be difficult anymore normally because it hurts.
Amongst other things, yes.
Right, exactly. And so he was arrested.
Whoa.
He's in the Southeast Ohio Regional Jail in Nelsonville. That's the jail that Vinton County uses. Charged with assault on a police officer, domestic violence, resisting arrest, obstructing official business, and 2 counts of aggravated menacing. So that's
Whoa.
off from the Vinton County Sheriff's Office. A little bit more than a routine call there, I think you'll agree.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay, we were at the Jackson City Council meeting last night, and Jackson Mayor Randy Evans always gives an update on projects going on in the city. We do have a lot going on in our city. And downtown, of course, the Downtown Revitalization Project, the $3.7 million project, is continuing. And it's going to be a tremendous upside when it's done as far as beautification of the downtown for sure, because we're talking about new sidewalks, we're talking about new curbs. Here is one of the new sidewalks going in on Broadway Street. That picture was taken from the alley there on the east side of Broadway, looking towards the Pearl Street intersection, and you can see that newly laid concrete there, a little bit wider than the sidewalks we had before, and they're going to make it pretty. It's going to be pretty when it's all done. Now, the downside to that is, as you can see, when this is going on, you can't get into the fronts,
Little hard to,
the fronts of the store.
get
so
to
that,
the businesses.
Mayor Evans, and there's been complaints here and there about how it's affected the downtown businesses and all like that in communication. They've tried to improve that. And they have contacted the businesses, letting them know, hey, we're going to be doing sidewalks, and this is when and how long it will probably take. They want to do it as quickly as they can. But that is probably, even with the temporary street closures, the water line work, the excavation, this is probably the most disruptive part of it because it's right in front of the businesses. And it's only temporary. It won't last very long. The businesses may have another entrance. I can't speak for any of the ones in particular, but most of them will try to remain open, I'm sure. But the sidewalk work right now is taking place in that half block that I told you about. The Jackson City offices, ironically, are on the corner there at Broadway and Pearl, temporary offices. And their entrance, they expect to be blocked, not today, but tomorrow. That's when the sidewalk work will reach the corner down there. And if you need to get into the city offices there, the old AmVets building, there on the corner of Broadway and Pearl, where the city offices are temporarily, you need to call 740-286-2201, and they'll figure out a way to meet you or make an appointment or whatever.
Okay.
But you just
That's
can't
fair.
walk through the front door like you usually can. Now, on the good side, Mayor Evans reported that most of the electrical work, because there's going to be new street lighting, new bright street lighting that has or will go in, and most of the water line work, which happened first, is done. Now, there is a section of Main Street where they're laying water line now, which is the half block between Portsmouth Street and the alley that dissects the block before Main Street. That street, yesterday was closed, and it was closed last night, and the whole street is tore up for the new water line to go across the road there. That work should not take that much longer. Once they have all that done, they'll concentrate on the sidewalks, then they'll concentrate on the landscaping. One of the last things that'll be done, and I don't think this was part of the original project, but I think it's very good they've included it, is they're gonna come at the end and pave the streets. That's something extra. Usually the state will do that, but the state's not scheduled to do that, and the city has street paving money. I'm not sure it's gonna be income tax money doing that or grant money, but this whole project that's going on downtown is being paid for by a $3.7 million Appalachian Community Grants Program that came through the governor's office. It is expected to be done ahead of the Jackson Apple Festival, which of course is in mid-September.
Sure.
So this is going to go on for a while, but the sidewalk work, that's the one where some businesses it's going to be difficult to get in some of the businesses there. So we'll try to provide as much information on that as we can and as often as we can. Okay, a couple of meetings tonight that are worth mentioning. This is a special session meeting that was actually just announced yesterday. The Vinton County Local Board of Education is meeting in special session at 5 p.m. tonight. It is expected to be mostly or completely in executive session on personnel. We have not had this story in the paper yet. We're working on it. We have to make sure we have all the details and it's accurate. But at the last school board meeting that was held last week, there was a total of 5 persons who made complaints against 2 middle school staffers. This was out in the public against one of the teachers there, Ella Clancy, and also against one of the janitors or custodians, Jared Wright.
Okay.
And so unfortunately, we were not able to staff that meeting. We tried to go to every school board meeting. We could not make it happen this time. And so we're backtracking on that. And this was something, a lot of dialogue and, a lot of personal statements made. We're going to make sure that we have all that information and have it correctly before we report on something. We'd rather be accurate than fast on this one. So I know that's a big issue in Vinton County, and I wanted to let people know what the status of that is. But anyway, can't say that the special meeting tonight has to do with that, but it might. All right, also tonight, the Soda Township No Data Centers in Jackson OH will be meeting. It'll be their second, or actually, honestly, their third meeting. They had kind of like an organizational meeting 2 weeks ago where they got off the ground with 24 or 25 people. And then, of course, last week, anywhere from 160 to 200 were the estimates for that. I was there, and I can back that up. But they're going to have another meeting tonight at 5:30 p.m. They invite the public to come, even though, of course, mostly affects Scioto Township residents and property owners in that area on the far western side of the township. Other people who have a concern about data centers and what's happening in Scioto Township are invited to come. They want to get all the support they can, get out all the information they can, receive all the information they can. I know that they've started a petition drive, and they already have a bunch of signatures that are in support of their concern about a data center possibly being located there in Scioto Township. Okay, also in the good news category, the MacArthur Fire Department recently received a big check from the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Rural Development of Ohio office. $345,000 to help pay for that fire truck that is
Nice.
that is behind the officials in the picture there. They recently had a ceremony there, Jennifer. They were so excited about getting this money. Fire trucks, as we know, you go and get any vehicle now, it's going to cost a lot more than it used to. Well, what do you think an equipped fire truck is going to cost? Well, I don't know what the total cost of this is. I don't know whether this money will cover all of it, but it's certainly a big chunk. $345,000 was given to the MacArthur Fire Department for this. It's a new mini pumper truck, and it will go certain places where the big trucks can't go, which is important.
Right.
You know, when you fight brush fires and you're going into the hollers, up narrow driveways and like that. So They were so excited that they had a signing ceremony, and Red Thompson was there to cover that. I was at the meeting of the Kids First Committee for Jackson Public Schools last night. I continue. I know that they were on Main Street TV yesterday, Kat Reinhardt and Tina Folks, and that committee is continuing to kill it. I don't know how that levy's going to go on May the 5th, that 1.25% earned income tax issue, but I will tell you this. They are working on it.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a great
about
job.
every possible way that you can. And right now they're organizing a couple of big things. They're organizing voter outreach, how to get to the voters, contact the voters, try to win support from the voters, and also their next big event, their biggest event probably that they'll have in the whole campaign, will be a rally in the park at Manpower Park on Saturday, October 18th. Part of the evening, part of their meeting last night was trying to work out some of the details of that. In addition, to a strong show of support, they also want to make it a fun event for the community.
Yeah,
They're talking
absolutely.
about free food and activities for all members of the family. Reporting more about that as we receive information. We want to acknowledge that the Viking players had a great time presenting Wonderland,
Yeah.
which is kind of like an updated musical version of the Alice in Wonderland story. A lot of folks, or if they don't know, they should know the Alice in Wonderland story. But this is like a futuristic of Alice when she's older, going back to Wonderland, or having a situation where she kind of lost consciousness, and then she's back in Wonderland again as an adult. And as you can see from some of the pictures, great costumes there. There's the Mad Hatter right there, and the Queen of Hearts was there. The Rabbit was there, and of course that's Alice right there on the left in the blue jacket. That was that was played by Kaylee Thompson. I will drop that name since that's the title role. So congratulations to all the folks at Wonderland. Okay. Every year, the Jackson City School District does or most every year, they do a Hall of Honor induction. And that is where you don't have to be a graduate. You don't have to have been an employee of the Jackson schools. You don't have to be a resident of the school district or anything like that. It's pretty open-ended, but it's people who've had a positive effect from Jackson or in association with the schools, who have achieved mightily outside Jackson or inside Jackson, who have contributed a lot to the schools. A lot of times you have school employees being honored, but this is your chance. This is your last week to make nominations through this year's induction. It's called, and they always announce these late in the school year, and they usually have the Hall of Honor induction ceremony, and I think it's going to be the same this year at the Jackson High School Alumni Program, which is held on Memorial Day weekend on that Saturday night. But if you want to make a nomination, this is open to anybody to do. You just need to provide a detailed description as to why the individual should be selected, and you need to return that, mail it or drop it off to the superintendent's office, the administration office up there on the hill by the high school, 450 Vaughn Street, no later than this Friday, March the 27th. So if you have somebody in mind, make a nomination. There's lots of deserving people, but I can tell you this. Even the most deserving person can't be inducted if they don't get nominated
That's
first.
true.
Because they have a nomination committee that kind of narrows down however many nominations they have, because they want to actually select no more than 3 every year. They don't have to do as many as 3, but no more than 3. A nomination committee looks at the nominees, past and new nominees, cuts that list down to about 10, and then a selection committee picks the final
That's right.
1, 2, or 3. So this is your chance to do that. We've had that in the paper, both as an advertisement, and it's posted as well on the website. So we will talk about more tomorrow, but I'll give you a tip off that the final edition of the Lenten Luncheon will be tomorrow.
Okay.
If I tell you, I'll tell you about that tomorrow morning too, if I think of it. But just to give you at least a 1-day notice there, and this is the final one. There won't be one during the week of Easter, but there will be one this week. It's 12 noon at the First Baptist Church of Jackson, and the Grace United Methodist Church folks will be providing the meal and the program. It will last no more than an hour, usually less. A nice light buffet luncheon will be provided, and there will be a program that is appropriate for the Easter season.
There you go.
They usually get a great turnout for this. It's totally free. You don't have to belong to the Baptist church or any church to go.
It's a good time.
To go, and there's a free will offering that they do to support local charities. You don't have to donate to that, but you have the possibility of doing so if it's in your heart.
You got it.
All right.
All right. Well, Pete, thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right. Well, we will be back tomorrow. I believe perhaps the Easter Bunny might stop by, or at least somebody might stop by.
Okay,
Get it?
I got it. I got it.
All
Did you
right.
plan that, or did you plan that?
No, it just came out.
Okay, well, it was good.
Thanks. All right. Well, we will see you right back here tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.